Welcome to the English Bee podcast. We are in the hive. I'm Bee.
And I'm Jay.
How many times have you walked into a meeting ready to share your updates, only to feel like your words didn't land the way you intended? Today, we're diving into how small changes in language can completely transform how you're perceived in professional settings.
That's such a relatable scenario. I mean, I've definitely been in meetings where I thought I was being clear, but later realized my phrasing might have come across as hesitant or even unprepared.
Exactly. And one of the biggest culprits? Phrases like, I have a doubt or I'm confused. They might feel natural, especially if you've learned English in a specific cultural context, but they can send the wrong message in global workplaces.
Right. Because in some contexts, I have a doubt might just mean I need clarification, but in others, it could sound like you're questioning the plan or even the person who created it.
That's exactly it. In Indian English, for example, I have a doubt is a common way to say, I don't understand. But in global English, it can come across as uncertain or even distrustful. It's a subtle difference, but it's so important to get right. It's
So, what's the alternative? How do you ask for clarification without sounding unsure or hesitant?
a great question. Instead of saying, I have a doubt, you can use phrases like, I'd like to clarify, or I have a question about. These are polite, professional, and confident. They show that you're engaged and proactive, not confused or uncertain.
That makes a lot of sense. It's not just about the words you use, but also the tone and the mindset behind them, right?
Exactly. And this applies to more than just asking questions. It's also about how you give updates in these one to one meetings. A lot of people feel nervous, so they either mumble through their updates or over apologize for things that don't even require an apology.
Like saying, sorry, sir, this task is delayed because, or something along those lines.
Precisely. Instead, you want to structure your updates in a way that's clear, confident, and solution focused. Start with your progress. This week, I completed X and Y. Then highlight any challenges or areas where you need input. I'd like to clarify the next steps on Z. And finally, offer a solution or a suggestion. I suggest doing A or B.
Got it. So it's progress first, then challenges, and then suggestions. That sounds so much more professional.
It really is. And notice how using clarify here doesn't make you sound weak. It actually shows initiative. You're not just pointing out a problem, you're actively seeking a solution.
So instead of saying, I have a doubt about Z, I'd say, I'd like to clarify Z. It's such a small change, but it makes a big difference.
Exactly. And once you get the hang of it, it really does make your updates flow more smoothly. Think of it like a hive of bees working in harmony. Everyone knows their role, everything is clear, and the work gets done efficiently.
I love that analogy. So, what about asking for help? That's another area where I think people struggle. I know I've been guilty of over explaining or saying things like, I don't know how to do this. Can you help me?
You're not alone. A lot of people do that. And while it's okay to admit when you need help, the way you phrase it can make a big difference. Instead of saying, I don't know how to do this, try something like, I have a question regarding, or could you help me understand? These phrases are professional and show that you're engaged and eager to learn, rather than just admitting defeat.
So, the key is to shift from I'm confused to I'd like to clarify. It's such a subtle difference, but it completely changes the tone of the conversation.
Exactly. And this approach works in so many different settings, whether you're talking to your manager, a mentor, or even an international client. It's all about being clear, confident, and solution oriented.
This reminds me of something I read once about the importance of tone in communication. It's not just about what you say, but how you say it. And I think that's especially true in professional settings.
Absolutely. Tone, confidence, and mindset are just as important as the words themselves. English is just the tool you're using to convey your message, but the confidence behind it is what really makes an impact.
So let's put this into practice. Imagine my manager asks me for an update on my project. My instinct might be to say, "Sir, I have a doubt about the report. I'm not sure."
Okay, now try rephrasing that like a global professional.
Hmm, how about, "I'd like to clarify a point about the report. I have completed sections X and Y, and I have a question regarding section Z."
Perfect. That's confident, clear, and solution focused. Doesn't that feel so much better?
It really does. I feel like I'm in control of the conversation rather than just reacting to it.
Exactly. And that's the goal. So, let's quickly recap some tips for one to one meetings, especially in the context of global workplaces. First, avoid over apologizing. One sorry is enough if you genuinely need to apologize, but don't overdo it.
And avoid vague statements like, "I'm a little confused." Be specific about what you need or what you're asking.
Right. Use professional phrases like clarify, question, suggest, or would like to know. These show that you're confident and proactive.
So it's not just about the English words you use, it's also about your tone, your confidence, and your overall mindset.
Exactly. English is the tool, but confidence is the message. And when you approach your meetings with that mindset, it really transforms the way you communicate.
I love it. So the key takeaways are, don't say, "I have a doubt" or "I'm confused." Instead, say, "I'd like to clarify" or "I have a question." And when giving updates, follow the structure of progress, challenges, and suggestions.
That's right. Status update plus question equals professional and confident. It's simple, but it works.
I'm definitely going to try this in my next one to one meeting. I'll let you know how it goes.
Please do. That's all for now. Thanks for listening. And for everyone listening, remember speak confident, speak clear, and you'll see the difference it makes. See you in the hive again soon.